I'm here.
The first pick
He's here.
in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Cameron Ward.
What?
Miami.
No. Cam
No
Ward?
way.
Is now official. And
Nobody
Cam
saw this
Ward
coming.
comes
But
out of the green room.
they want us to believe something's going to get interesting here at number 2. Jacksonville to 2?
Duval County and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
No!
From 5 to 2.
The Jags have jumped to 2. My mock is over.
In the meantime, let's
I did it right.
In the 2025 NFL Draft,
Oop.
the Jacksonville Jaguars select Travis Hunter.
All right.
It is Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter to the Jags at number 2.
So the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And the tracker is like directly
The jacket, Travis Hunter.
in tune. Travis Hunter's been dancing all night. I don't know if he thought he was going to Jacksonville, though.
He's staying in Florida.
Probably better than Cleveland.
Land of teal.
That's where he's from.
Yeah. Is he a North Jacksonville guy? Or North Florida?
Nah, I think he's a South Florida guy.
Okay. Travis Hunter to the Jags. I mean, this... I'm glad we didn't get Chalk to start.
He actually lived in Georgia. Went to high school in Georgia. I think he was always a Florida guy.
I got Mara in the war room. Get this joker out of here.
Wink Martindale? I don't know.
We're about to see Roger Goodell head to the podium. It's going to be Abdul Carter.
The New York Giants select Abdul Carter,
And it is.
defensive end, Penn State.
Edge from Penn State. He's a great player. Absolute monster player. You know, I tweeted out a few years ago when he was a freshman. And I said, like, this guy is a monster. And that's what he was playing off ball. He transitioned this past season to play on the ball as a full-time edge rusher and was tremendous. There are some concerns because he played with a bum shoulder down the stretch into the college football playoff. He's got a foot thing. It was reported that he doesn't need surgery on either, but there's a legitimate concern that he will end up needing surgery now that he's been drafted. Still ends up going top 3. I think this was a player in conversation to go number 1 overall for a long time. Titans ultimately ended up settling on the quarterback. But Abdul Carter is an absolute monster. Like 6'4", 250. You do maybe worry a little bit about how he and Brian Burns are going to hold up against the run because there's not really a natural edge setter there. But Carter is just one of these freaks. The closing speed is absolutely ridiculous. The burst is ridiculous. I still think you can get creative with how you deploy him because he still has some chops to play off the ball. He will be mostly a full-time edge rusher, but we know in a 3-4 that these guys are going to be asked to do different things from time to time. But what a tremendous player. What does this mean for Kayvon Thibodeau? That's the next question. You'd think he's somewhat expendable. But again, I think you could potentially get a nice little rotation going of Carter, of Thibodeau, of Burns, but it seems like Thibodeau is probably going to end up moving elsewhere. Bottom line for me, though, Abdul Carter is an absolute monster. He's just one of these guys that moves different. The athleticism's crazy. For one real year of playing off the edge, the fact that he's as refined as he is as a pass rusher, I think speaks to what type of player this guy could be long term. He's got the upside of a top 5 or 10 edge in the league. He is truly a difference maker. The Giants need more difference makers. Expecting Will Campbell.
With the 4th pick in the 2025
Let's see if we get a
NFL
curveball.
Draft, the New England Patriots
okay.
select Will Campbell, tackle.
Will Campbell, the Patriots, announced, by the way, as a tackle, and now is the point of the stream where I have to actually cover the draft tracker because Campbell did pop up about maybe a second or two before it was actually said. I mean, Will Campbell's a good player. We've obviously talked about the arm length thing, but there's a chance he can stick at left tackle for the Patriots and be a real long-term answer. Like, he is a good player. He's a mauler in the run game. Good protection for Drake May. And the Mike Vrabel era is officially underway here. Damn, I got to stay off Twitter. I tried to tweet out my draft video.
I'll do it.
The Cleveland Browns select Mason Graham,
Oh,
defensive tackle, Michigan.
Big surprise. Really good player. You can make a really good argument that he's the 5th best player in this draft.
To the mix.
but he goes ahead of Genty, who is now available to the Raiders at 6.
No Travis Hunter, second overall.
Wow.
They have
I mean, Mason Graham and the haul they got.
Yeah, hey, that's a pretty good return.
Pretty good.
All right, guys, sorry, this is a little bit scuffed. Trying to join stream with S-Fan here, but because my camera is in use currently, it doesn't seem like that's going to end up being an option. How do I do that? And I mean, I have the Raiders pick spoiled now. I'm going to join in on my phone. I appreciate your patience, guys.
Ashton Genty.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be Genty there.
Boise State.
Bengal, how do you feel about Armin Membu?
I mean, I think he's in the conversation to be the best offensive lineman in this draft. Played right tackle at Mizzou, and I think has the measurables of an NFL tackle. 33+ inch arms, so they came in at 33.5. 34 is typically about what you're looking for, but movement skills that say he can play on an island. You have your 2 franchise tackles of the future, bookends. Also, West African's kind of a fun combo.
Yeah.
Armand Membu being Cameroonian, Olu Fashanu from a year ago from Nigeria. So you have 2 young bookend tackles that can set the tone for your offense for hopefully years going forward if you're a Jets fan.
Yeah, and that's really what they need. I mean, they need to be able to build around whatever the quarterback situation ends up being there in the future, and I mean this year and in the future.
All right, guys, sorry that was a little bit scuffed there. Hopefully that was not too difficult to deal with.
In the 2025 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Teteroa.
It is Teteroa McMillan.
Oh.
Arizona.
Dude, it feels like all the mock draft landings from months and weeks ago is what's happening now. Like, I had McMillan to the Panthers like so long ago.
Yeah.
Had Genty to the Raiders so long ago. The Tet offensive to Carolina.
Ooh. I mean, this is a pretty good receiver to get for a young QB, I think.
Here against Colorado.
If he starts watching film.
No problem for a bigger receiver. He can really adjust down the field and play like a smaller guy. He's slippery with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, McMillan's a beast.
My thing, he's got to play with a little more consistent urgency. There's times
Will with the 2. Could Judkins Henderson sneak in the back end of round 1? I think Henderson more so than Judkins. Adonis with the $100. Let's get some big hype in the chat for Adonis. Starting the dono train again, just like last year. All of Bengal, thank you as always for the great content. Adonis, thank you so much, buddy. That's huge. I appreciate you. That's massive. Massive. Hey, I wouldn't mind a dono train. Seems good to me. Dre, thanks for the prime sub. Question. I don't think this is chalk so far. I feel like it's been a little crazy already. Buck Nuts, thanks for the prime. Ace, giving out 5 gifted. Thank you very much. Jericho, saying don't screw this up with a reach at end again. It will be Michael Williams. D-Dot, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you. Christian, thanks for the 5. Want to thank the Giants for getting Abdul Carter ready for the Eagles in 5 years. I'm not reading the rest of that.
For the shorter quarterback, Bryce Young, a little more forgiving as they throw it downfield.
It went from one short QB to another.
Oh yeah, Fafita to now Bryce Young. What is this music playing? They're spamming the music.
Yeah. They're not letting you be great.
Let me rock.
All right, so Jackson Dart's going to New Orleans.
I had Kelvin Banks in my mock draft, but
oh, it's a walk-up song they all chose. Oh,
I would say, oh, that's interesting. And which of my picks have been correct so far? I got the first 4, and that's it so far.
Did you have the Genty spot correct?
No, I had him at 5. I had the Bears trading up.
Yeah, he went 6, didn't he?
Yeah. I could get Kelvin Banks here. It's a possibility.
Hook him?
Hook him horns?
Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, the Cali connection is going to be something different, I promise.
Congratulations, Teteroa.
Thank you so much.
You got an interesting voice, huh?
Yeah.
Rappaport, take it away, sir.
Rich, with the Saints poised to make the #9 overall pick, worth noting Derek Carr's future is very much in doubt to the New Orleans Saints. Dealing with a shoulder injury, still has not yet made a decision to consulting with several experts whether or not he's going to have surgery. They do not know if he's going to be ready.
Probably should figure that out
soon. Play at all in the 2025 season. That brings us around to the quarterbacks. They did all the homework on the quarterbacks. Be surprised if Shedeur Sanders was the pick here, but several other quarterbacks they like in this round.
Well,
Tyler Shuck.
At the crib, as Prime call it.
He does not look like he's on the phone.
No. Spoilers? They've spoiled the pick. It is not Shedeur Sanders.
Rich, just based on my conversations, either it's the longest con of all time or the Saints liked Tyler.
Oh.
I feel like
Based on the overall package than Shedeur Sanders.
Thank you very much, Ian. Your sense?
They like Tyler Shuck more than Shedeur Sanders?
Is
what
that would be
what
interesting.
you just said. I try and see who's doing the most work. Now, it's one thing with a Travis Hunter to maybe try and play
Boring, thanks for the 2. Fat Albanian, thanks for the 5. Wanting Squirrel White. He's not bad down the board.
Teams do a full-scale workup on them.
White Project Pat.
Is it Kellen Moore, the head coach now of the Saints?
Yes, and Garrett Nussmeier's dad is the OC. Doug.
Doug? Yeah.
Lambertino, newest mutant. Thank you guys for the subs.
But just talking to people all around this kind of ecosystem of quarterbacks is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I know all about Doug.
I heard someone ignore a
Yeah?
quarterback so publicly.
Yeah, he was a former Florida OC.
Interesting.
Jay Cutler.
Yeah.
When Mike Shanahan
Yeah, not in
ordered
the
his
not
people
good
to
era
stay
of Florida.
away, he did all the work up on
Oh,
his
hell yeah.
own.
Was he
and
like
then
Will
they took him
Muschamp's
as a
guy or
surprise to
something?
everyone, including Cutler.
Well, Bears are 4 and change.
He
into
might have
their
been
allotted time for the 10th
McElwain.
overall
Let's see,
pick. Here's the
2015
commissioner with the Saints'
Florida.
choice.
Also, Will Muschamp, Hook'em Horns, Longhorn legend. Saints selection. Get me one right.
Yeah.
Let it be Kelvin Banks, please. Let me throw the horns up.
The 9th pick in the 2025
It just can't be that bad.
The New Orleans Saints
good year.
select Kelvin Banks Jr.
There you go.
Tackle.
Horns up.
So
Kelvin
the
Banks,
line, DJ, your thoughts?
Longhorn legend,
Tackles would come off the board quick
is a Saint.
there's not a lot of them.
Notice they said,
Let me put out a bait tweet. Texas OT Kelvin Banks Jr. to the Saints.
Yeah, very balanced in pass protection. Really, just the
like,
Georgia
let's say
games were the ones where he
dominoes
struggled. The rest of the tape is pretty consistent. He's
falling
a fluid
in
mover.
place
Here he is in
for
that
the
Georgia
Saints
game, showing you some of those redirection skills
to
that
reunite
he
him
possesses.
with Arch
He's big,
Manning.
he's got those broad shoulders in the run.
In the 2025
There they go. They waited long enough.
Look at Roger.
P38, thanks for the prime.
Loveland.
Wow! Loveland tight end 1.
Colston Loveland.
I mentioned this.
Warren, that's a bit of a surprise.
I have them
Wow.
right next to each other on my list, so they're both excellent players.
I said earlier that this could be a really fun thing for the Bears to do. Go out, run 12 personnel, just get a big-bodied receiver up the seam in the slot.
A real sudden mover. He creates separation down the field with his
Adunze and DJ Moore on the outside. I like this. I thought Warren would be off the board by the time they did it, but for what they want, Loveland might be a better fit for this offense anyway.
This guy is going to be able to come right in.
He's a really, really good player.
For a team, Ben Johnson, they did a lot of 12 personnel, and Detroit.
Yeah, this is a good pick for him.
In Chicago, 2 tight ends will be on the field.
No doubt about it. Ben Johnson calling.
Warren to Miami. I wonder if a team tries to make a move for him.
We've done your homework.
He's a Colt.
With the 11th pick in the 2025
A lot of
NFL
Muncies.
draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Michael Williams.
It is Michael Williams.
defensive end, Georgia.
W.
Daniel?
Yeah, Nick Bosa gets a running mate on the opposite side there.
He is a dog. Also Georgia Bulldog. Oh, he's crying. He's a good player. If he wasn't hurt all of 2024, I think we'd be talking about him as a higher pick than this.
Yeah.
When he's healthy, he's a beast. Awful.
Williams over Walker? Well, 2 different types of players.
Yeah. If they want a 4-3 end, they're going to take Williams. And he's got long arms. He's got good quickness. He is a good player.
Him out more. He had a lot of tight alignments in that Georgia defense.
Yeah, and also it does depend on role. If you're aligning in a 4-eye, you're not really going to be able to get on a runway and get after the QB.
explosive power will show really well.
I think everyone expects the Cowboys to go something on offense, but their D-line is still bad.
Find out who the newest Dallas Cowboy is, and here come
So
Packers fans to greet him.
I wonder if this, like, could this be Walter Nolan? Could this be Jalen Walker?
The 12th pick in the
Don't be
2025
Jahad Campbell. I want to like him.
draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Tyler Booker, guard.
I said this. I said this today they would do this. I said today they would do this.
Good
Oh my
pick.
God.
Good pick.
Charles Davis.
Tyler Booker, Tyler Smith, Tyler Guyton.
I think it's a good pick for them.
I said today they would do this. Who remembers? You wanted a shock in the draft? There you go. The Tyler O-line is being built. Tyler Booker, Tyler Guyton, Tyler Smith. Chaos in Dallas.
5 NFL draft, the Miami Dolphins select Kenneth Grant.
Oh, they do go with the defensive lineman. It's not Walter Nolan.
Whoa.
It's the big boy from Michigan.
Because I've been hearing about this kid since he was a true freshman. Going up there.
He's a freak. Really good athlete.
What is this?
Huge
Is
body.
this webcam from the 80s?
I think that's the first 2 interior defensive linemen off the board, by the way, from Michigan. Pick is in for an Indianapolis. If Indy doesn't take Tyler Warren here, I'd be blown away. I'd be blown away. How is it not Tyler Warren, you know? Here we go. It's Tyler Warren, surely.
Indianapolis Colts select Tyler Warren.
It's, oh my God.
Penn State.
He wears Dallas.
Will Dallas Clark let him wear the number?
Yeah, I know, right? Here comes Tyler Warren to Indianapolis, sir.
This is a fun player.
Great
to
pickup.
watch. If you
Great
watch college
fit.
Football and Joel, you jump in here pretty early because the way they use this guy, I mean, he was
Tyler
the
Warren's a
offense.
stud.
Put him back in the Wildcat. Here he's snapping
Dude,
the
this
ball,
just goes back.
going out down the field
If you
against
look at
USC,
some of the
but
mock
Turkey wants to
drafts,
catch as he goes up.
how did I get away from Tyler Warren at 14?
Unbelievable. How about the one-handed catch on an underthrown ball?
It was just Tyler Warren to the Colts all along. I really just, I hate to throw out a big lofty comp, but I watched Tyler Warren. It just reminds me of watching the Giants growing up with Jeremy Shockey. Oh, I know Raheem Morris is excited about it. It's a defensive guy. It's Jalen Walker.
They could use receiver, but yeah. Or D-line makes a lot of sense.
I'm just looking at this.
For anyone on defense, really.
It fits.
NFL draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Jalen Walker.
Yep.
Defensive end.
DJ had it in his final mock.
Sometimes you just don't overthink it, right?
I mean, look, the rest of my mock draft, I'm going to probably hide under my bed.
He's in
but
North
this
Carolina.
right? So, I mean, I
He's
thought
from
there was a
North
chance
Carolina.
he
I
could
felt
drift
he was a
little bit,
Panther.
and he fell right to the Atlanta Falcons. What a dream scenario we've seen.
The Arizona Cardinals select Walter Nolan.
It is Walter Nolan.
Ooh.
Mississippi.
All right, so they go interior defensive.
It
line
is
here.
Walter Nolan. I had this before, but again, it was like the, it was a Houston guy. It was,
Dalvin Tomlinson was brought in. They drafted
It was interesting because, like, typically, Monty Osenfort and the Cardinals are so hung up on the, like, the intangibles and the high character guys, and that's, like, reportedly not Walter Nolan. But they brought him in on a top 30. They've spent plenty of time with him. So obviously they feel pretty good about, obviously, the player, but also the person.
Yeah.
Eric Harmon could be interesting at 17. Shamar Stewart. Of course, Mike Green. Malachi Starks. Nicky Manwari. I think it's going to be one of those names I just said. We'll see.
Yeah.
The Cincinnati Bengals select Shamar Stewart.
It is Shamar Stewart. I got another one. Finally.
Yeah, not a surprise to see him go defense here. This defense
Shamar Stewart
not good. Tied for
was
25th in points
in
per
my
game,
final
tied
mock
for 25th in sacks.
at 17.
Ball nowhere?
You think
It's
about
off the screen
Al
here.
Golden coming in to
Finally
fix
got
this
another.
defense. They had 5 games last year, CD, where they
Ball
scored
nowhere?
over 30
Now I got to
points
go
and
back in my
lost.
comment
The
section
offense is in great shape.
to
They
the
took
guy I
care of
responded to
re-signing
that
those guys.
said,
We'll see what
why
happens
would they
with
go
Trey
Shamar
Hendrickson
Stewart? They already have that in Miles Murphy. I go, he's not Miles Murphy. He isn't. Big bear hug from Shamar Stewart. Yeah, this guy's an animal. Super athlete. Still developing as a pass rusher, but I don't really think as bad as the production would indicate. I think he could be a good player. Show me Jihad Campbell.
NFL draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Gray Zabel.
The Seahawks did the impossible. They've taken offensive line. John Schneider has drafted a guard, Gray Zabel, to Seattle. I never would have done this. They just don't do this, but they've done it.
I'm always committed to finishing.
Hell yeah.
In the
Cat pick?
2025 NFL draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Emeka Ibuka.
Wow.
Oh!
Wide receiver, Ohio State.
Not the receiver we thought.
Slot
The
option.
Ohio State has entered the chat. The
Emeka
2024
Ibuka
champs see their first player selected
to
tonight,
Tampa Bay.
and it's Emeka Ibuka going to Tampa.
Does not make it to Houston. All kind of thought they were going to get something on defense, whether it be a corner maybe or an edge rusher. But they opt to build up the offense post Liam Cohen.
Broncos select Jahdae Barron, DB, Texas.
Ooh.
The Longhorn defense continues in Denver. Hook 'em horns, Jahdae Barron. I told you, don't be so sure it's offense.
Yeah, he was my
I like.
highest rated player there, my top corner, the first corner to come off the board.
I like this pick a lot.
The Broncos want me to be a fan so bad. Jahdae Barron is so good. I know everyone wanted an offensive player, but I think this is one of the best players in the draft. Obviously, there's some bias there. He's maybe a top 2 or 3 favorite Longhorn for me all time. That's number 1. But Jahdae Barron is an absolute monster player, so instinctive, knows for the football, student of the game. He's a stud, dude. He is a stud.
And yeah, who do they have? Jalen Warren? That's it?
I could see Amarian Hampton. I could see Derek Harmon. I could see Nick Eamon-Worry, or Malachi Starks could be fun. Or Will Johnson. Hell. It is Derek Harmon. I don't hate this. He's a really good player. I've said that before a lot. Led all FBS interior defensive linemen in pressures last season. He's a really big transfer. And he used to play like at 340 pounds or something like that. Shed a bunch of weight to play closer to 315 and ran sub 5, which was incredible for someone of that size. He's a really good player. And I guess you leave Keanu Benton at nose tackle.
The Los Angeles Chargers select Omarion.
Wow.
Running back, North Carolina.
Amarion Hampton to the Chargers. They couldn't resist the power run game.
Yeah, he was my top.
How many running backs do they need?
Is that Dynasty pick 103?
How many running backs do they need on
I'm
this
saying
team?
Genty probably 1. Who's 2?
Ward? Or Ward?
You'll get somebody who's maybe a little bit tight, someone who lacks the home run speed.
Because you're probably not taking Loveland or Warren.
Oh, to be fair, they don't have
Position? Yeah.
I guess they don't have Dobbins
I think-
or Gus Bus anymore.
Is it too hot of a take to say that I think he could go? I think he'd probably be right there with Genty.
With the 23rd pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the 13-time world champion Green Bay Packers.
Okay, we can't count those championships, man.
Since 2002.
It's a receiver!
Draft a wide receiver.
Wow.
Matthew Golden?
Oh, baby. Matthew Golden, wide receiver.
Horns up! Golden to Green
Wow.
Bay. Green and gold.
Wow, they actually drafted a receiver.
Wow.
Shit.
I heard the criticism.
I guess I'm gonna have to trade up in fantasy now, so like someone doesn't take them from me. That's also a suit choice right there.
Yeah, it's gold, dude. He's fly as hell. Why are you hating, cuz?
I'm not. I'm just saying. It's a bold
Receivers need that kind
statement.
of attitude.
Matthew Golden to Green Bay. You better watch yourself in this draft, Antonio.
Teams would.
In the 2025
We're about to find out who it is.
The Minnesota Vikings select Donovan Jackson.
Wow. Okay, so they do upgrade the offensive line. This is a really good player. Really good player. Stepped in a tackle after the injury to Josh Simmons and was a stud. Struggled against Abdul Carter versus Penn State, but it was his first game playing left tackle. Well, now he's not going to play tackle. They have Christian Darrisaw.
Took the 24th pick, though, someone to spoil.
They have Brian O'Neill at right tackle.
The Giants have traded up.
Yeah,
The Giants have traded up. It's happening, Gene.
Here you go, crash out.
Well,
It's happening.
Crash out alert.
I might as well start it now because it just happened. The Giants have traded up to number 25 in the draft. That is Houston trading out of the first round. The Giants have jumped the Rams. And I guess what the Giants are doing more than anything else is stopping another team from trading up. Because at this point, like, the Rams, I think, are unlikely to draft a quarterback. The Ravens are not going to draft a QB. The Lions, Commanders, Bills, Chiefs, and Eagles are not going to draft a quarterback. So the Giants are just trading up to stop Cleveland from trading up, or the Raiders. The rumor, the heavy rumor, was that the Giants were going to end up moving back into the first round for Jackson Dart, right? And I'm not a huge Jackson Dart guy. I'd need to see the return on this trade before I really give any type of opinion, because the return is going to be very important. I would be shocked if the Giants.
Well, here's the return.
What's up?
Here's the return.
Okay.
34.99 2026 third.
Whatever. All right, that's fine. I was going to say I would have been shocked if it was a 2026 round one, but we've seen teams get extorted for first round picks when trying to trade up for a quarterback, which is what the Giants are doing here. But because it's so late in the first round and the Giants were picking so high up in the second round, obviously it wasn't that significant. Giants get picked 25, Texans get picked 34, 99, and a third. Texans getting a lot of mid-round picks, by the way, after trading Laramie Tunsil. They're looking to take some swings over the next couple of years.
In the 2025 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Jackson Dart, quarterback. Wow.
More like Jackson Fart.
quarterback Jackson Dart. He is a first-round selection. He is going to the division with Dak and Jalen Hurts and Jaden Daniels. He is going to be.
I'm really disappointed there's no crash out right now. This is very sad.
I'll tell you, I've never seen a Hall of Famer instantly, and I'm seeing one on the screen right now. It's incredible.
The Giants quarterback.
Giants are the best draft. They got the two best players in the draft at 3 and 25.
Malik Neighbors at LSU. The SEC rival is going to get along quite well there as they grow up together.
Bengals internet history tonight's about be all Dart highlights, huh?
And that's what that's about. You're buying into someone who just
got to get Trey Harris in a little bit here.
You look at what he does with these kind of up and down throws.
It's just the Ole Miss offense is so not pro style at all.
Rushers, get away.
I knew they were going to show the Duke throw. That's the only play they have. Okay. I'm positive. I'm positive. He is a good athlete.
Dude, show you what he did in Gainesville, dude.
He is a good athlete.
He was effective as a runner, no doubt.
No Gainesville highlights.
And Charles, I think there's something to the fact.
PFF loved them this year, man. I think he got a ball.
That's the end-all be-all. Fuck it.
You know what?
I won't even watch myself anymore if PFF said he was good.
Perfect.
I mean, I'm happy about it.
And you get to watch Russell Wilson do it, Jameis Winston do it.
Okay. Like we say with anybody, right situation, right scheme, development is important. None of these guys are finished products. Dart could absolutely develop. He's athletic enough. Everyone talks about the toughness, the competitiveness. Apparently the teammates are going to love him. The Giants have moved up for Jackson Dart. I'm rooting for him. I think he's got a long way to go. He's going to have to completely relearn how to play offense. But he's made some big-time throws. If you're going to say, okay, this is what we think he can do on a more regular basis, all right. But he's got to be more on time. He's got to get the ball out on time. He can't miss windows by holding it. The ball is going to come out on time and on target. It's the biggest thing with playing quarterback. We will see what the development looks like for Jackson Dart. Right now, I'm going to be honest, I'm not super stoked on it. I just wasn't a huge Jackson Dart guy. I think he has a higher ceiling than Shedeur Sanders, just because he's a better athlete with a better arm overall. But there's some development to be done. Jackson Dart's a giant. This is the reaction video. And
Falcons trade 46, 242, and a 2026 first-round pick. Ooh, 26 and 101.
Whoa, say it again?
46, 242, and 2026 first-round pick.
That's fucking crazy.
For 26 and 101.
This is not going to be worth it whatsoever.
Oh, boy. That's a trade right there.
A 7th on Saturday.
Rams scammed, huh?
First rounder next year.
Yeah.
I like James Pierce a lot. And the Falcons were heavily linked to James Pierce pre-draft, by the way.
The Atlanta Falcons select James Pierce Jr.
There you go.
Defensive end, Tennessee.
So the team
There it is, Pierce.
pass rush has now absolutely checked the boxes this evening.
You know what?
We begged him for years.
Heck yeah, man. Get after him. That was like, when's the last time the Falcons had a good pass rusher? 2015?
A big time explosive athlete. Leonard
From the edge, at least.
body type. You see the height, you see how
It's been a while.
that lean, narrow
So,
frame.
turn a weakness into a strength.
4.4s and it shows up. You see him get off the rock. He's
I'm
got a
here.
variety of moves. He's not just going to win with that speed.
Junior
He
to
can win on the
Atlanta.
high side as well as underneath the tackle.
Wonder
Here
how
with
they'll
Want
deploy
to see a little more consistency with this. The pocket collapsing power. That's
Jalen
going to be
Walker.
an area you want to see him continue.
Like
Yeah,
that's
you're
still
on the-
quite a lot for Pierce, though, correct?
They traded a first-round pick next year. They're expecting to be really good if they're going to do
Yeah.
that.
I get it, but that's I mean,
It's
all
a
right.
haul.
Yeah,
For those
yeah.
who didn't hear, the Falcons have traded 46, 242, whatever, and a first next year for 26 and 101. You do get 101, but trading that first-round pick next year is a lot. They got up to the podium quick.
With the 27th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the
Come
Baltimore
on.
Ravens select Malachi Starks.
Let's fucking go.
Hell yeah.
Back, Georgia.
Fuck yes.
And so
I'm horned all the way up, boys.
and so it has now been done. Malachi Starks.
Another one right for me. I'll take that.
4 prospects still in there.
So what have I had here? Correct. I had Ward. I guess I missed Hunter. Was the Jags straight up? Had Carter to the Giants, Campbell to the Patriots. I had Banks to the Saints. I had Stewart to the Bengals. And I think this is the next one I've got. Starks to the Ravens. What can I hope for here? I have a chance to get any of these down the board? I don't think so.
This is a yearly tradition for the Ravens. A guy that I really like, that I think won't be there for the Ravens, falls to them. Yearly tradition.
I had the Chiefs moving up for Simmons, so I guess they could still end up taking him. Primary draft coverage every year? Hell yeah, dude. Appreciate you being here.
In the 2025 NFL Draft,
They already got the lines to pick up.
the Detroit Lions select Tyleek Williams.
I said he could end up sneaking in around 1. He's the best, or arguably the best run-stopping D-tackle in the class. He's a beast.
You see him
Yeah.
press out blocks. He can hold that point.
Big dude.
Don't they already got this guy? Or is McNeil really bad?
Ali McNeil's developed as a pass rusher. McNeil's a stud.
Yeah, he is.
Who else?
Like,
Levi
down.
Onwuzurike? Come on, cuz.
25
That'd be interesting.
NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders select Josh Conerly Jr.
Okay, they go with the tackle.
Oregon.
Try to upgrade the offensive line.
How about that?
And the crowd goes mild.
You get a player as special as
Yeah, I thought there was a chance he'd fall out of the first round, but I mean, he's a real solid player. He actually had a pretty good Senior Bowl. I know Mike Green ran him over, but overall, like, he's a good player.
In the 2025 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Maxwell Harrison. Let's go!
All right, there's the speedy corner.
And there is the
And he
aforementioned Mad Max.
struggled a little bit with injury, but he's a legitimately very good player. Like, he's quite good in man coverage. He's not just a speed guy. I know he ran 4.28, but he's legitimately sticky in man coverage. Although Isaiah Bond ran right by his dumb ass. I mean, but good for the Bills. Maxwell Harrison did come back to break up the pass, but he was underthrown by Texas quarterback number 3.
That means Kansas City is the final trade partner for anybody who wants to
They would swap picks because they are trying to block somebody else from trading up, and they only give up a 5th, they said.
I really don't want it to be Jahad Campbell. That would make me pretty sad.
So, which means Shedeur Sanders will be...
Not that the Giants are going to end up with him, but
Can I read you guys?
they sure do like him.
First off, go ahead. After the selection, I need to get this in.
Be somebody I don't care
The
about,
Kansas
please.
City Chiefs have traded the 31st pick to the Philadelphia Eagles. With the 31st pick in the 2025 NFL Draft,
I just saw the pick.
the Philadelphia Eagles
God.
select Jahad Campbell,
Oh,
Alabama.
look at that. I knew it was going to be a good pick. They always make good picks.
Young man, thanks for the 7. Play Oblivion Remastered on Game Pass. I mean, I've heard of it, but I don't never played it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a Gene game, to be fair.
How did he fall?
Super Bowl champs 31st overall.
We see this every year.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of Obi-Wan
Yeah.
down here, our lead draft.
You showed me the clips of this guy. He's pretty good.
How did the Chiefs let him get away with this?
At 32, remember they moved
How did the Chiefs lose to this team and they're like, hey, have a good player again with our pick?
who falls into their lap. Campbell's my
They don't
number
need him.
12
They
player
got
in the draft.
Leo Chanel.
Tremendous value at the end of round 1. If not for the
And
shoulder
maybe
surgery
Bolton.
he's recovering
No big
from,
deal there,
he'll
though.
be a lock.
Ranking first-round picks. It's coming up next.
The Kansas City
Make sure you're
Chiefs select
subscribed.
Josh Simmons.
I had him trade up for Simmons. They traded back and got him.
There you go.
So, you know what? I did, if you want to say it this way, I did have the Chiefs trading to get Josh Simmons, and in a way that did happen. That is the first round of the 2025 NFL Draft, ladies and gentlemen. I've got videos coming up right after this. Don't go to bed. We're ranking every first-round pick. We're getting a second-round mock draft up. We're going to be, I might even talk about winners and losers from round 1. That feels like a video. But stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed. This was an awesome night 1 in a lot of ways. In some ways, I guess. A lot of surprises.
He can play with leverage, get underneath guys.
And some shocks.
His tape is as good as any tackle in this draft.
And I might need electroshock therapy. That's the stream. Thank you guys very much for watching. Videos coming soon.
They've got a bunch of tackles now, but to me,
Take it easy. Make sure you're subscribed.
he's their most